Chandler, we are hearing that you were very instrumental in getting Dwight Howard to the Houston Rockets. In fact, they say you were texting him, calling him, FaceTiming. Explain how that all went down and how you were basically the Nick Saban of recruiting.
Well, I want to win, and I know getting Dwight would help our chances mightily. And just knowing his personality and knowing him a long time, I knew that I could be a comfortable resource for him just to ask questions and to go through. And basically any questions he had about the city or our staff or our current players, I had answers for. And like I said, I want to win, and he's the best center in the NBA, and he's going to help us do that.
I'm trying to figure out, like, we all know that, he's pretty tight with James Harden, who's the star of the team. I'm trying to figure out, like, what made you feel so comfortable enough to pick up the phone and call him and so confident that he would be receptive to the things you had to say?
Well, I think that's just my personality. I think I've been there the longest, which is 2 years, which is obviously not that long, but I'm comfortable with the organization, and that's just my personality, be outgoing, reach out, and really just help any way I can. And like I said, just knowing his personality, he's a happy-go-lucky guy, and that's how I am, so I figured we could hit it off and just went from there.
But how did you know him before?
Well, he played in Orlando, obviously, and that's where I'm from, so I kind of just knew him from mutual friends, and then I recently just hired Dan Fagan, which is his agent. So we're always seeing each other.
So had you spent time with Dwight somewhere before?
Yeah, a little bit. Not too much, but really just started talking more and more, obviously, during the free agency, but I definitely knew him beforehand.
What were the kind of things James Harden said to you about Dwight Howard? Because I imagine he said something to you about him.
Yeah, he was just like, yeah, we got to get this guy. He's a dominant force. We need to be able to play inside out. James is going to create a lot of double teams on the perimeter. Now we can have the option to throw in the ball to Dwight in the post, and no knock to Omer Ashik. He's really good, and I think those guys can be really good together, but Dwight's a whole nother level.
Did y'all try to slide little nuggets of information to him when y'all played against the Lakers and you played against Did that happen when y'all were on the court together?
No, I didn't do any of that. We were trying to beat them.
Right.
Yeah.
So you have gone from a second-round draft pick with no real superstar on the horizon to your GM, to me, steals James Harden from Oklahoma City, and you land Dwight Howard, and you're on the map. You're on the national map. So what should the expectations be for your team? Let's start with this year.
I think the expectations are always a championship. Obviously, that's a long way down the road, and we have a lot of work. We have a lot of work to do. And right now, we understand it's just names on papers. And I think it's good this week that we have like 9 or 10 guys that are getting out here and getting in the gym together and working out, holding a little mini camp. And I think right now is the time to start developing that chemistry. All our guys are close in age. We got a young team. We got a hungry team. So it's going to be exciting, and we know we got a chance to win, but nothing's going to be given to us.
Okay, but should we expect conference finals this year? Is that fair?
I mean, that's the goal.
Okay.
We want to win as many games as possible. We want home court advantage in the playoffs, and we just got to take it day by day, though.
Obviously, Isaiah, I look at Dwight. He's not going to lose on purpose, and he's going to give it all he's got, and he's going to go for it. But one of the things that he said was that, you know what, he's not going to sit up there and guarantee 4 or 5 championships, that the championship is not necessarily, you're going for it, but it's not the priority this year. If you don't win it, it's not the end of the world. But obviously, he expects to at least make it to the Western Conference Finals. How do you feel about the new guy on the block, a dominant big man like him, just expressing those thoughts? Because usually when you get a guy of his magnitude, the first word you hear out of their mouth is championship.
Yeah, that's huge. And honestly, the whole process of talking to him, his biggest thing was winning. I want to win. I want championships. And now that he's chosen us, I think he believes that we have the best chance of doing that. And I agree, him joining our nucleus, we have Coach McHale. What better coach could possibly coach the guy, just being a top 50 player of all time, one of the best centers to ever play. So that's huge, having a guy who's been there before, who's been multi-time All-Star. He's a superstar in this league. Now pair him with James and me, and we could win a lot of games.
Wow. Last quick question. What did the NBA miss about you? Why did you fall to the second round? Why did nobody really think you could do what you are doing at a very high level?
I think sometimes when you're a 4-year guy, you kind of think you're maxed out a little bit, don't have a lot of potential.
4-year college guy, yeah.
Right, yeah. And I obviously stayed all 4 years of Florida, but I don't know, I came out 22 years old, and I still don't think I'm anywhere near my sky. I think I'm first-row player, and sky's the limit for me. So I'm not really sure what people miss. I mean, I'm not the strongest guy, I'm not the fastest guy, I'm not the most athletic guy, but I'm a basketball player. I make my teammates better, and I know how to win.
Well, just why don't you do it against somebody else?
Beside the Knicks. Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I'd be a fan. I'd root for you if you went to the Knicks.
Chandler, you watch the show often. Who do you side with the most?
Oh, man. I got to go with my man right here.
That's what I wanted to hear.
Good. Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay.
Good. I don't want you siding with me. You know, to be honest with you, I'm still mad at him for what he did to the Knicks. Y'all think I'm playing?
Go 40
I didn't
next
expect
time.
that.
Yeah.
Go 40 next time.
But I will admit this. I was glad it was you instead of Jeremy Lin.
Yeah.
If Jeremy Lin had done that to the Knicks, I'd have been sick to
Stop
myself.
it. Stop it. Be
I'd have been
nice.
sick to myself.
Chandler Parsons, thank you for joining us. Enjoy your week here in L.A. and the ESPYs and everything that it all entails.